WXGL HD2 St. Pete, live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. The following program is sponsored and doesn't necessarily reflect the opinions of 102.5 Bone. Enjoy.
All right.
Now, it's the moment of truth with Ruth on 102.5 The Bone.
There you go. One touchy with the mic, you're good.
I got this. Good morning, everybody.
We got 20 seconds. 15. All right. Hot mic.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the Moment of Truth. Ruth is back live in the 102.5 Bone studio. I'm so excited to be back here. I have some special guests that are going to be talking some Tampa sports with me. I hope you guys enjoyed the Faith Talk episode from last week with Sarah Bothay from the Radiant Church. If you guys are interested in plugging into a new church, please go to Radiant. There's 8 different locations, 9th one opening in West St. Pete. But today's show, we're going to be talking lots of sports because there's a lot going on. The Lightning free agency is really, really heating up. We got to see a lot of core players, unfortunately, walk away to different organizations. Later on in the show, I have a sports anchor from WFLA, Dan Lucas, live in the studio with me to talk all Tampa sports. We got Bucks conversation, the Lightning, the Rays, who are on top of the MLB right now. So stay tuned for that. Welcome to the Moment of Truth.
All right, you want me to go straight into the free agents?
Yeah, let's go into the
Okay.
4-minute clip.
Yep, and I had to listen to all 4 minutes too. I was like, damn it, Ruth.
Sorry,
Okay.
It's long, but it's good.
No, it was actually really good. But
Yeah.
I have to make sure that, nothing bad is in the background.
Before we play the audio clip, let me give a little intro on it really quick.
Okay.
Yeah, let me do like a 30, like maybe a 10-second. Like, this is general manager for the Lightning, Julian
Brisebois.
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 Hey, bonjour.
Bonjour, my friend. Got Dan in the building with me. So excited for today's show. Ruth gonna tell the truth. Good morning, everybody.
So, Ruth, you didn't get the tickets from Michael? Michael didn't give you any Busch Gardens tickets?
No. Should I ask him for them?
I don't know if he has any more, but he
Oh.
was just like, here you go.
How many did he give you?
2.
Okay.
So that maybe we can go again. That'd be cool.
Let me know when Kasey calls in.
Yep. All right, here we go. 15. 10. Hot mic.
Hello, everyone. It's Ruth from the Moment of Truth. A lot of differences for the Lightning coming up next season. This is general manager Julian Brisebois. Did I say that correctly?
Oui.
I'm working on that. So this is what he had to say about the new coming free agents that have signed this past week.
Johansson,
4 minutes
contract to be our backup goaltender.
Yeah.
Jonas is still a young goalie who we feel has untapped potential. We are excited to get to work with him. He has tremendous size. He has some NHL experience. He's actually put up really good numbers when he's had the opportunity to play in the NHL over the years. Obviously, cost or cap space is a consideration for that position. And, to be able to lock up our backup goaltender for what is the league minimum for the next 2 years.
Oh,
is
I'm going to put us up on Bone TV.
Yes, please.
To bring in a still relatively young goaltender that has that size and
guys, Bone TV is going up. Travel to 102.5thebone.com.
Come in for that cap number. We feel will provide us tremendous value for the next 2 years.
Good morning, lovelies.
And if we move up to our forward group,
We got JBB, the general manager for the Tampa Bay Lightning, talking about the free agents that he has just signed.
Top 9 forward at the NHL level, can play really up and down your lineup, either wings. Has a history of playing with elite players, both in Pittsburgh, where he won 2 Stanley Cups, and played with Sidney Crosby and Gino Malkin, and more recently playing in Washington, where he got to play with Alex Ovechkin.
Yes, hold on one second.
No, not everyone has the ability.
We got Kasey on the phone.
Elite players like that, but Connor has proven that he can do that. Can kill penalties, can play on the power play. So super versatile.
Do you want this?
That coaches are going to have. I really enjoy having on the team.
How much longer we have on the audio?
All the flexibility.
We got like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Also comes in with a
15-minute
pedigree
for seg 1 and 2.
Yeah.
We're actually, because I want seg 3 just to be a little bit shorter because we got the big dogs here and where he's a big dog too. But,
yeah.
And then the third one we could do a brief blurb about NBA.
Okay.
You
Just
don't like
brief.
that. I know you don't like that.
People
And
don't
then-
want the NBA here in Tampa.
They
It's so
don't.
weird. This
And
is
then
not a
you
basketball
can
city.
bleed into
So how do I fit in?
your root. Enough said.
Right.
And then we could talk about like your Tuesday. What about what you're up to and whatnot,
Okay.
and all that good stuff.
Guys, hit me with some comments. What do you want me to talk about today? Call into the show. 727
Well, we
579
can't right now because
1025.
we have her on the line.
Yes, but later on.
Oh, is he going to be playing the Moment of Truth game?
Oh, I forgot about that.
What's the moment of truth game?
Yeah, 2 truths and a lie. There's a paper and pen right there. Give me 3 segments of 2 truths and a lie, and Isaiah and I are going to guess which one's the lie.
Yep.
So I'm giving you 2 truths
And a lie, but don't
Yeah,
tell us
make
what is
3
what. We're going to do
segments of it.
3 segments of 2 truths and a lie.
So 9 of them total.
Yeah.
So I need to make 3 statements about myself.
Each time. And one of them's going to be a lie. And
Yeah,
we have
one
to
of
guess
them
which
has to
one's
be
a
a
lie.
Okay.
Now if it's 3 truths,
It's all true.
Yeah. You got us. All right, we got 50 seconds.
50 seconds?
Yep.
Effective checkers who will, help you.
Breeze bois. Breeze bois.
protect leads.
You're doing very well on that.
Breeze
Very
bois.
good.
It took a long practice.
Oh, are you kidding me? This is dead.
It's a dead marker? Yikes.
Oh,
to
gosh.
get those matchups.
Yeah,
That's
it's
my
dry. The
social
dry
life.
erase marker is dry.
There's another one, but
defensive responsibilities, knowing that
How long we got?
players
20
that
seconds.
will likely be
And
at the bottom
remember, you
six
got a
are
phone
able
call
to,
on.
Yes,
play.
I'm inviting
Yes.
Kasey Hudson from BetQL.
4 players that are
10 seconds.
expected to be in our opening, or at least on our opening night roster.
Going out in 5, 4, 3. Hot mic.
Go
come,
Bolts.
come October.
All right, so that was the audio from general manager of the Tampa Bay Lightning talking about those free agent signings. Now, I got a very special guest on the phone lines with me today, Kasey Hudson from the Sports Case and BetQL. Man, this is a busy woman. If you guys check out her content, she's all over Instagram, Twitter as well. Give her a follow. Kasey, I'm bringing you into the show, Moment of Truth. Thank you for joining me. Please, how are you? Good to hear from you, my love. Please give me your breakdown of these free agent signings that we just heard JBB break down for us.
Mic's off.
Yeah, I know a lot of Bolts fans are kind of on edge right now because, of course, we lost Killorn and Ross Bolton, and they were expecting, I feel, almost larger moves in the free agency. A lot of the focus is going to be on picking up a defenseman, maybe a higher quality goalie, but these top 3 guys that Julian talked about are going to play a more crucial role, I think, than people are going to give credit to. You got Connor Sherry, a 2-time Stanley Cup champion. On the last playoff run that he had, he was a contributing factor in the playoffs. He had 7 goals, 16 assists, 23 points. But more importantly, you don't trust just any guy to play on the same line as Sidney Crosby. Sidney Crosby is the hockey idol and god of probably 80% of see a guy who has the caliber to a game to play with a guy like Sidney Crosby on the top line. You kind of have to trust Tampa Bay Lightning in what they see in this veteran, what they see in the leadership. And something I've always mentioned about the Tampa Bay Lightning, especially these last 3 seasons, is that they have so many different kinds of leaders in that room. And that's what helps them be such a contender in the NHL. So Connor has a great veteran presence. He's a very skilled guy. His shot percentage of getting shots on net is well over 50%.
This is why
he
I
has
love
an
her.
ability to make great passes through traffic, and something that we saw the Lightning struggle with this past season was predictable shooting. So Connor Sheary is a guy that can help kind of bring some creativity to that and help alleviate some of those top scorers if they're facing a tight D zone coverage, kind of like we saw the Toronto Maple Leafs doing, just kind of loading up in front of the net. Connor Sheary is one of those guys that can help get pucks through. So you need to see some different kind of talent out there. You need to see guys that can help get pucks on net. You also need to see guys that can get creative when it comes to shooting. We saw Mike Eastimont start to do that, and that was huge for the Lightning. So trust that Connor Sheary can be a guy in that asset as well. Forechecking is the identity of this team. Or that, you know, they play, they succeed, and they win games. When we had that third line that was forecheck, that's when they were winning battles, turning over the puck, and keeping, you know, their team in the O zone. So Connor Sheary can do that. Josh Archibald, he's a two-way guy. He's got a huge defensive element to his game, another solid forechecker. He's not afraid to drop the glove. And we kind of saw a stalemate in the bottom 6 guys this past season. It was really hard to generate offense consistently. It was really hard to find the spark. We saw John Cooper, you know, kind of blend up those lines as much as possible. And Archibald can be the kind of guy to help get things going down there, to help distribute the puck to other players so that they can start getting offensive opportunities. Also, he has chemistry and is familiar with Connor Sheary. And I know a lot of fans are like, who are these guys? Why are we bringing them in over other people? But if you look at the young franchises that just made great playoff runs, it was about the chemistry and the lines that they pieced together versus the names. We have the names. We still have the core. We still have that top line. We have Brandon Hagel coming off a hell of a season, and he's only going to get better. We only had Anthony Cirelli for so long this year. Hopefully everybody stays healthy and gets to start the season together and move forward. But maintaining that core and adding these pieces that can be fresh sparks is crucial for this team. So getting the bottom 6 kind of a new identity, I think, was a great focus for Julian and the rest of the Tampa Bay Lightning organization.
Very well said, Kasey. This is why I brought you onto the show. Now, we all know out of those 32 GMs in the NHL, the cap brings some difficulty. As you mentioned, we still got our core guys. We got Andrei Vasilevsky. We got Victor Hedman. We got Sergachev, Chernak, Point, Nikita Kucherov, Steven Stamkos, the leader. We got Brandon Hagel, Tony Anthony Cirelli, Nick Paul, and now we have signed Mikey Eastimont. So we still have our core people. And this is what JBB had to say about letting go of Alex Killorn, because that was such a difficult thing to have to see him leave. He went and signed with the Anaheim Ducks.
Alex has meant so much to our organization and has a very important place in the history of our franchise. Player that was drafted by the organization, developed by the organization, who came in with that wave that kind of gave the momentum to our franchise, going back to being one of the premier franchises in the league and bringing the Stanley Cup back to Tampa Bay. Tremendous leader
40
on the
seconds
ice, in the locker room, in the community. Really happy for him. He's getting a great opportunity in Anaheim. I know
30
he
seconds.
did not necessarily want to leave. I didn't want to leave. We didn't want to lose him, but sometimes the economics of the business come into play, and we just couldn't bridge the difference.
20 seconds.
Couldn't come up with a scenario where we could
15.
come up with a contract that was acceptable to him.
10 seconds.
And that would allow us to keep the other players
5,
we want to keep and be able
4,
to
3,
have a competitive
2.
roster.
Yeah, the future of the franchise is going to be without Killer after he was drafted in 2011 and was a crucial part of the back-to-back Stanley Cups for the Lightning. But hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles. We were able to keep a lot of core pieces that is going to be the foundation moving forward for the Lightning. Now, Kasey, I got to ask you, JBB said that he was grateful and that he's glad that he is trying to supplement the strong core instead of establish a strong core. What do you think that statement means to you? We got 2 minutes.
Just means trying to find guys that can be assets to our core, so help amplify the skills that's already there. Supplementation is to kind of help alleviate and not rely on Pointer, Stamkos, Kucherov to get the job done every single time. We saw Cooper sit, his top leaders in one of the games at the end of the season there to kind of make a point, but it can't always come down to those three guys. You have to have guys that can step up when it calls for it when you're going against certain teams. And I think that's what the supplementation means. It's just to amplify the skilled players that much more, but also alleviate them. And that's why the bottom six was so crucial to get going and kind of restructured.
We got a minute left for this segment, Kasey. I want you to give me a grade, A, B, C, D, F. How do you think the Lightning held their own throughout that NHL draft this season?
Well, we had no picks heading into the draft, so the fact that we ended up getting a lot more picks in the mix of everything, and being able to trade Ross Colton, we weren't going to be able to pay him. The reality of it is, while everyone's stuck on the playoff goals that he made, he didn't progress in picking up as many goals as he was supposed to throughout the year. He was either able to be very physical or able to shoot. He wasn't able to combine the two. So I'm going to go ahead and give him a B- just because they were able to facilitate getting so many more picks than they were anticipated to have to begin with.
Thank you so much, Kasey Hudson. Please plug in your Instagram where people can find you on Twitter. They need to see the content that you are pushing out because you are an inspiration, my friend. Thank you so much for joining me. Awesome, my friend. I will see you soon. And the kickoff of the NHL season is going to start in October, but I hope we can go and get our blades out real soon because as I told you last week, I got some dust gathering on the blades. So it's time to shake those off and get them out and maybe go for a day on Bay Shore because that sidewalk looks real smooth. Thank you so much, Kasey, for joining me on The Moment of Truth. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, I'm bringing in my special guest, sports anchor for WFLA, Dan Lucas, to talk all things Rays, Lightning, Bucks, whatever crosses their mind. Thank you for joining me on The Moment of Truth. Boom. She is so amazing. I love Kasey. You are amazing. Guys, go follow her, please. Kasey Hudson. She is beautiful. She is brilliant. All the above. Go check her out. BetQL. She's putting a lot of content out there. So you people that like to gamble, she's got you. She's got you. All right. How'd you do?
There you go.
That's it? We need
More?
yeah.
We need 3 sets of those.
You got 5 minutes.
Yep.
Let's go.
3 sets.
Yes, 3 sets. We're gonna have 3 rounds.
Okay.
We're gonna play what do we call it? 2 truths and a lie
Yep.
on The Moment of Truth with Dan
Getting the
Lucas.
real truth.
Gonna get the real truth on sports anchor Dan Lucas from
Yes, we're going
WFLA.
out of the dirty
Yes. It doesn't all have to be
Let me try to actually get marker.
Yeah.
okay.
That was
We are
a new
also
one.
on Bone TV, so please go check us out on Bone TV if you guys want to, check us out on the website 102.5thebone.com. How's everyone doing on this Sunday morning? A lot of people on the live so far. Hello, hello, hello. I'll be giving some social media shout outs for whoever drops in some comments, whether you're on YouTube, wherever you're at. What was the music that you just played? Okay, I believe that song, I'll tell you right now. The song is called XXL from God Fearing. Is that the song that you just played? The XXL song? XXL, God Fearing. You guys let me know. I have a lot of Christian hip hop, rap music, every genre, some good wholesome music. I got you. So XXL from God Fearing. He is amazing. I have a whole list of Christian artists, all godly music. I'm done with that worldly stuff. off of my Apple Music account.
So this one's gonna be 16 minutes, and then the last one's gonna be 10.
Okay. How are you guys feeling about NBA free agents? Where is Damian Lillard going?
Yeah, see,
I'm saving it. I'm saving it for the lives. I'm saving it for the lives. I am a huge Christian rap. Keep it up. Thank you, Jovan. I appreciate you. I'll give you a shout out on air, live on radio on 102.5 FM, The Bone. Do they ever say FM? Or they just skip over that part? Because everybody knows they're FM. We don't need an introduction.
We got 2 minutes.
Oh, it is July 4th weekend. I forgot to say that.
Yes.
Whoops.
So maybe you could talk about. Well, I mean, you could talk. Well, we can talk about it later.
Yeah.
But yes, we can do a quick blurb about NBA. I know you hate that.
Blurb.
Even though
They're trying to cut out my NBA, guys.
Yep.
Because Tampa's not a loving. I know. All right, I got Dan Lucas here from WFLA.
I mean, what do you guys?
Yeah,
wanna
talk to
do?
the lives.
Do you guys want to do NBA, or do you want to know more about Ruth? Come on now, that's an easy
This
question.
guy's a
Yeah,
joke.
see?
Get out of
Look at
here.
that.
They want
Easy.
some NBA talk. That's what they want. Ben, back me up. Come on, Ben. Ben from Dallas, Texas. Back me up. NBA. NBA. My life really is not that impressive, everyone.
Oh my goodness. You keep saying that. And you feel much fun.
Oh, Deuce says he wants some NBA talk.
Oh, you got
Where'd Joe Ingles go?
one?
Deuce?
You got one.
Oh no.
That's my NBA friend.
You got well, that's why, because it's
That's
an
my
NBA friend.
Yeah, every time something happens in the NBA, he's like texting me like, yo. He's the one that told me that Damian Lillard got requested a trade yesterday. I didn't think that was really going to happen.
But
Go
I
Mavs,
did
go.
that.
Ben, how do you feel about Kyrie Irving signing I think it was a 3-year extension with the Mavs? How you feeling about that? Seth Curry back to the Mavs? Yeah.
Get ready.
All right, you're going to scoot in just like an inch so
Yeah.
you're on the
Still
live.
on the shot?
Yes. Are you in the shot? Maybe a little more. There we go. No personal space around here.
How's that?
That's perfect.
I'm trying to follow the rules of the mic.
What is your Instagram plugin? Let the people know. We're
WFLA Dan.
WFLA Dan, sports anchor from a very dominant news channel.
On your side.
Yeah, they're on your side, everyone. I'm okay with it. We need defense. We have too many. What does that say? Scorers. Great point, Ben. Great point. How long do we have on commercial break? How much longer do we have on
We got
commercial?
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's did you look up the Rays record? Is that what you're looking?
Here we go.
7 wins.
57 and what?
Now back to the moment of truth with Ruth on 102.5 The Bone.
There you go.
57 and 29. Welcome back to the Moment of Truth with your girl, Ruth. So glad that you're joining me here on a lovely Sunday afternoon. Wherever you're listening, I appreciate you. If you guys want to see the live stream, Dan and I are live on Instagram right now, Ruth the Truth with the number 1 at the end. I'm also on Facebook, so please give my Facebook page a like. I would appreciate that so much. The Moment of Truth with Ruth. I am live on YouTube as well. Give me a subscription. I'd really appreciate that. Well, I have a very special friend in the studio with me live for 102.5 The Bone. Dan Lucas, a sports anchor for WFLA. What is your catchphrase?
At News Channel 8 on your side.
8 on your side is live here for
I don't know how
102.5
that
The
pertains
Bone.
to sports.
We're
on your side.
Yeah, they're on your side.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
whichever team you're going for, they are on
Right,
your
yeah.
side.
Yeah, that's exactly how.
So
it is.
Dan and I met at a Bucks camp last season, and we started following each other on social media. And then I saw him again for rookie mini camp this year,
Right.
this season, and I was like, Dan, I have a radio show now and I need to have you as a guest. Could you please come into the studio? He was like, absolutely. So he is here live with me. Dan, thank you so much for taking the time on your Sunday morning. Let's get right into business. You post a lot about the Rays, who are 57-29 right now, on top of the MLB, and they're kind of above all other teams by a pretty good margin. I think it's like 6 to 8 games.
It's amazing that they're the best team in baseball by a mile compared to just about everyone else in Major League Baseball, except the one team that's chasing them in the American League East, the Baltimore Orioles.
Wow.
6.5 out, which that lead has grown in the past few days. The Orioles have lost 4 in a row.
Wow.
Coming into today. However, it got down to 3 at one point. And when the Orioles